Hello everyone. Welcome to Ranking of Saturn, episode 57. Happy October! As you can see, this week I am a spooky, scary skeleton. All of the flesh has been flayed off my bones, except for my head, for some strange reason. As you can see from this very shitty, very minimum effort costume I've put together. It's not even a costume really. It's just a green t-shirt with a headless skeleton on it that I'm using to use in conjunction with the green screen behind me to create a shitty effect. But unfortunately, this shirt is not the exact same shade of green as the green screen, so it's not quite working as well as I want it to. You can still kind of see faint outlines of the t-shirt, but whatever, it's close enough. Right, so we have 3 more games to play today. And the first game we're going to play is a mech sim from Activision. Oh, hang on, let me quickly make sure I'm over on the same. Yep, it's from Activision and Quantum Factory. And it is called MechWarrior 2, 31st Century Combat Arcade Combat Edition. It's quite the mouthful there. Luckily, I have the help of some friendly ghosts today. They're going to very helpfully hold the box up for you. There you see. Only friendly ghosts in this place. They want to help. They want to help me make this video. So let's get on with it. God, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Oh. Get rid of that. Hit go. MechWarrior 2. I remember the Saturn port of MechWarrior 2 being pretty okay for what it is. This game came out in Europe in June of 1997. All 3 games we're going to look at today came out in June of 1997.
Available units. We have mechs down at Nav Gamma. Bravo Cadet reports 4 summoners on site. Bandits are hostile. Repeat, bandits are hostile.
HQ, this is Alpha Assault. I'm on my way, bearing 025.
ETA 34 seconds.
Alpha Assault, this is Bravo Cadet. I've got bandits all over me. You get down here.
Sit tight, Bravo 3. I've got visual.
I've got evacuators out. I'm targeting systems damaged. I'm in bad shape.
Enemy detected.
I need 2 of them. Be on the line.
Roger, I've got it.
Targeting.
It's got a lock on me. It's got a lock on me.
Targeting. Warning. Ammunition level critical. Weapon depleted.
Alpha Assault, this is HQ. What is your situation? Alpha Assault, this is HQ. What is your situation? Please comply.
Okay, so This is I would describe this as a simplified version of a PC game. That is, so MechWarrior is traditionally a simulation game. It's it likes to basically try and create a very in-depth, complicated vehicle combat simulator of fictional machines, in this case bipedal mechs. And on the PC version of MechWarrior games, they typically have things like oh god, I gotta turn this game down. They like to simulate things like independent limb damage, heating, if like overheating, fuel, stuff like that, subsystems, and that kind of simulation game is better suited for a PC than a console, because the sheer lack of, on a PC you've got like a whole keyboard in which to attach bindings to, so you can have big complicated sim setups on a PC. It's a lot more difficult to do stuff like that on a console because of the the simplicity of the control standard you're working with. Thank you, Ghost. And so when Activision had this game ported to the consoles, the PlayStation and Saturn, they basically had to completely rework the game to make it simpler, in a way that you could effectively play it with just a regular, gamepad. And that's why it's called the Arcade Combat Edition, because they simplified the controls, they simplified the different functions that your mech has. I think they simplified the damage model. Like, there are fewer sections on your mechs that can take damage in the console versions. I want to say in the PC original, your mech has way more independently, independent zones on the mech that can receive damage and break depending on where you get hit, whereas I think in the console versions they limit it to just torso, left leg, left arm, right arm. Which is, it's fine. I'm going to turn the music down a bit here. The music's just a little bit too rocking. Okay, and I think the Saturn version of MechWarrior 2 is pretty decent for what it is. I would never try to tell someone that this was the version to play. It's not. It's the PC version. That's the PC version. The PC version of MechWarrior is the version you play, regardless of what MechWarrior. It's always the PC version. But you know what? This could have been a lot worse. So let's look at the control setup. So D-pad is tilt and steer. So look up, look down, and look left and look right. Start is pause. X is weapon select. A is fire. B and X are throttle. Jump jets are Z. And C is nothing. So what we can do, we can intentionally add some extra functionality. So they start off with a pretty basic control layout. You don't have things like torso twist or changing target. But if we can go forward, we can add target select to the C button. And we can also add torso twist to the shoulder buttons if you want that, if you want maximum complexity. And also hitting both shoulders at once will recenter the torso and hit your jump jets? I'm not sure how that works. Okay, we'll have to experiment. So let's do some tutorial stuff. I really I debated giving this game its own 0.5 episode because I think this is kind of an.
Cadet. Your first objective is to pilot your mech.
I think in the context of the Sega Saturn, this is kind of an important game. I really debated giving it its own standalone episode, but I think the number of games we've got left, it just doesn't line up super well. We've got a lot of 0.5 episodes coming up. We're entering a period now in the Saturn's lifespan. Like I said, this game and the other games we're going to look at today came out in June of 97. We are in the middle of 97. The Saturn is very much on the way out. It is thoroughly curb stomped by the PlayStation, you know. It is effectively on life support until the Dreamcast comes out in Japan, and then Sega will just immediately unceremoniously end support as soon as the Dreamcast comes out in Japan. It's over. It's effectively over for the Saturn as a realistic competitor in the industry at this point. But you end up with this weird situation with the remaining releases where everything from mid-97 onwards, I'm going to say the average quality level of the games and or what's the word? It's ambitiousness. The average quality level and or ambitiousness of the games coming out from this point forward starts to noticeably go up. This is, I don't know, a lot of bangers come out between now and the end of the system's lifespan. It's very strange, and because of that, because there are so many extremely ambitious and interesting games, not necessarily all good. Like I said, just because a game is ambitious doesn't mean it's good. But there's a large amount of really interesting and ambitious stuff coming out between now and then. That the number of 0.5 episodes from this point forward is basically every other video. So yeah, after this it's a 0.5, then a 3, then a standard episode, then a 0.5, then a standard episode, then a 0.5. We have a long stretch of 0.5s coming out ahead of us, pretty much almost up until the end of the system's life. It's going to be interesting. And unfortunately, I wanted to give MechWarrior 2 its own 0.5 video, but it's just way too crowded. There are way too many, and compared to the other 0.5 videos coming up soon, MechWarrior just seemed the least important of them, so I ended up squeezing it into a 3-game episode. So we might go a little bit long today, just so I can feel like I effectively showed this game off. Anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, so we're in this mech. We can look down, we can look up, we can turn our torso with the shoulder buttons. So if we walk forwards, you'll notice that I can turn the torso of the robot independently of the legs. And I can hit both shoulders at the same time to recenter. Left and right steers the legs. A button shoots your currently selected weapon. X changes what weapon you're shooting. B is slow down and reverse. And you notice on the throttle in the bottom right corner there's actually a delay to your mech's acceleration and deceleration. Trying to think now. Okay, yeah, Z is zoom in. If you need to see a target in the distance and you need to like fine-tune your aim on a faraway target, that's what Z's for. And then C is change targets. Cool. Anyway, let's head to the waypoint. You can also look left and right in your cockpit. Again, by toggling the shoulder buttons, which is weird. Okay, so if I hit... Okay, so I have to hit both shoulder buttons and then very quickly tap the left shoulder button to look left in my cockpit. And when I release, I go back to center, and when I hit both shoulder buttons and then very quickly hit the right shoulder button again, I look right in my cockpit. Yeah, I think, yeah, by attaching like 3 different controls, because remember, the shoulder buttons are responsible for torso twist and jump jets at the same time, that gets a little bit, yeah, the controls are getting a little bit crowded. There we go. But don't worry, we'll be looking at other control options later on.
Once you've completed the first objective, the next one will load automatically. Turn your mech to the right and head for the next blue diamond.
Will do.
So far, so good. Proceed to the final objective point on your right. You can review your objectives at any time by pressing the Objectives button on the control console. The blue diamond marks the current objective in progress.
There's a very subtle detail in this game that I quite like. It's the light sourcing in the cockpit. You'll notice as we turn our mech to face different directions, the cockpit receives different parts of the cockpit light up differently. So this game has like a simple form of dynamic light sourcing. I think it's limited only to the cockpit. I don't think it's used in the levels itself. I think it's just for the cockpit, but I still think it's kind of neat because the number of games we've seen that actually have some form of like dynamic light source is very low. So that's something to take notice of. All right.
Good work, Wet Nose. I suggest you try another training mission soon.
Mission successful.
Okay, that's your first training mission. Just walk to the waypoints. So mech handling. Load times aren't super long. The frame rate is like decent.
Follow me to the mech handling course. I bet you drive like a Sibco reject. Line up between the flags at the Blue Diamond and await my go. The course is timed, so keep your throttle high in the straights. However, you'll need to slow down to turn through the gates. Follow the line and slalom the pylons.
Okay, so we've got like a timed challenge going on here. I think Quantum Factory, who's responsible for this, the Saturn port, did a pretty good job because I think this game compares quite favorably
Between the flags, Rebirth.
to the PlayStation version. Okay, let's just do this quickly. Okay, stay on the line.
On my mark. 5, 4,
Oh, fuck.
3, 2, 1. False start, Laborhead.
Mission failed.
Yeah, that's annoying. They didn't say wait for his mark before you get there. It's like you pass through you pass through the waypoint and then he starts counting down. And it's like, well, maybe you should have told me to stop at the waypoint instead of making me think I should just go immediately. Oh,
Okay, scrub. Follow me to the mech handling course. I bet you drive like a Sibco reject. Line up between the flags at the Blue Diamond and await my go.
okay, he does say it. All right, that's my fault. I just wasn't paying attention.
The course is timed, so keep your throttle high in the straights. However, you'll need to slow down to turn through the gates.
Where
Follow
is
the
he?
line and slalom the pylons.
There he is. There's my instructor. He's big, chunky looking robot.
On my mark. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay. I don't think you actually have to slow down. I think you can do this at full speed.
Acceptable work, scrub. However, I have seen better driving from the comm guard. Practice.
Mission successful.
Okay. That's your movement tutorial. Weapons. Yeah, because remember, this game came out in a time when
All right. Follow me.
at a time when like lazy PlayStation to Saturn conversions were the norm. And so if a game came out on both systems, it was reasonable to expect that, you know, what would happen was all the time and work would go into the PlayStation version, and then they would very, very quickly and roughly take the assets and, you know, models from the PlayStation version and just force them to run on the Saturn, which usually ended up in a very poorly optimized game, like what we saw with like what we've seen with stuff like Destruction Derby, Andretti Racing, Battle Station, stuff like that. Whereas it seems with MechWarrior 2, it seems that Quantum Factory seems to have created a bespoke version of the game that is not running on the same assets or code as the PlayStation version. The PlayStation and Saturn versions of MechWarrior 2 are like separate bespoke versions created separately. And what you end up with in the end is a game that looks and runs better than had they just tried to brute force the PlayStation version onto the Saturn. We'll see more examples of that later.
Shoot the stationary target, scrub. Move in closer if you can't hack it from here.
Stationary targets. Oh, these guys.
Enemy target destroyed. 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 Enemy target destroyed.
Whoop. Don't really have the fine control. Okay, where's my zoom gone? I can't zoom anymore. I want to zoom in and fine-tune my aim, but I can't. God damn it.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
Ugh. A little bit twitchy.
Destroyed.
Oh my god, you just tap the D-pad. You move just a little bit too far every time.
Destroyed.
Nice work. Now go to the next diamond and shoot the moving targets.
Cool.
Try out the optical magnification function by pressing the zoom button.
Oh, I can do that now, can I? Nope, I can't. My zoom functionality doesn't work anymore. That's dumb. Why is that?
Target destroyed.
It was working earlier.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
Ugh.
Heat level critical.
Okay, so we've got overheating as well as we've got to worry about. Man, aiming at targets this small is like tough. Ugh. Oh, come on, come back down.
Enemy target
Okay.
destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
Ugh. Come back down, please. We're going to be here for a while.
Enemy target destroyed.
Where? Where are you? Ugh.
Enemy target
Okay.
destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
One more.
Enemy target destroyed.
Well done. Now line up between the flags at the next diamond and await my go. You will not finish the gauntlet under time unless you twist your torso while firing at the targets. Destroy all targets on my mark.
Okay, we're going to practice torso twist.
Good. On
Torso
my mark.
twist, not working. What is happening? Hang on.
False start, rebirth toad.
Mission
What?
failed.
Full start? How is that a full start? Okay, something's going on with my controls. I can no longer zoom in or torso twist. Did my controls reset? What the fuck happened? Hang on. They reset for some reason. Okay. Try again. We'll do hunting. We'll just do the next one. We won't redo that tutorial mission again.
Okay, Wet Nose. Follow me to the mission objective diamond. Today you are to engage and destroy your first battle mech. Out at the objective point is a drone mech. It is not fast, but it Catch the drone, Freebird, and be quick about it.
Okay. I got my stuff back. Got my controls back. There he is, he's over there. There's the target mech.
Use the target button on your control console to target lock enemies. The window at the lower left of your HUD displays the status of the current target. A red arrow around the edge of your HUD points in the direction of that item. By the way, your missiles will home in on whatever you have targeted, so use this to your advantage.
So we've got to use our movement and our ability to aim sideways. It's an advantage. Hang on. Okay, you can see in the bottom left corner the parts of the enemy unit will start turning orange and then red as we damage him. Okay, we've actually blown off one of his legs now. It looks a little bit goofy in this game, but it's a standard feature of MechWarrior games where you can actually disable one of the enemy mech's legs, and that will greatly reduce their mobility, making them a lot easier to pick off.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Well, you made it, Scrub, so I guess you pass.
Mission successful.
So that's basic mech combat. What's inspection? Scanning things? No idea.
Okay,
Don't remember.
now we're off to the Recon Identification course, where you will learn to identify critical targets. One of the structures on the course contains hip actuators. Select the inspect weapon, then fire a probe to identify the structure.
Ah, okay. You are scanning things, you're firing. Okay, you're launching probes. Intelligence gathering, I see. The smallest increment of turning is not like your up and down is so much more sensitive, but your left and right is like big jumps.
Almost forgot. Those turrets on the course are active. The chance of your death, however, is relatively slim.
Wait, what am I doing? Find and identify the structure with the hip actuators. Okay. What if I just shoot these? I'm just going to shoot these turrets from a distance, it's fine. No, whoops. There we go.
Enemy target destroyed.
Wait for the beep to tell me that it's locked on. Oh, whoops. I did it again. I did it again. There we go.
Enemy target destroyed.
Back up, please. Thank you. Okay, I think these turrets can't turn. I think they're just locked in a single direction, which is funny. Ooh, okay, that didn't hit for some reason. There we go. Okay, so now we've got to identify, whoops, which building has the thing we want.
Well done. Well,
that one.
You have successfully displayed the ability to do what I tell you to do, and I like that.
Mission successful.
Okay. I think we've seen enough. I think we know what we need to do. Okay, let's... So we have 2 campaigns. Clan Wolf and Clan Jade Falcon. So if we go with Clan Wolf. Also pretty good FMV quality for the platform.
We are Clan Wolf, children of Kerensky. We carry the honor of his name on our shoulders as our fathers did before. The remembrance speaks to us of the evil in man's will, of the reasons for exodus and the rights of the traveler. Arcadia is our destiny and our right. Enlightenment is our gift. By the blood names of the founders, we must return and protect that which is unique among the stars. Terra awaits us as it was written. We are the last of the Wardens, the sole hope for the Earth.
Okay. So we've got Trial of Refusal, 16 missions, Wolf Dragoons, which is 4 missions, and the Freebirth Trials, which is 4 missions. And you'll notice that little model of a battle mech in the middle of the screen there is transparent. Properly transparent, like actual transparency. Not dithered transparency. The developers of this version of the game took the time to implement real transparency on the Sega Saturn, which is not something you tend to see very often, especially, you know, this late in the Saturn's life from third-party developers. Further proving my my theory that the Saturn port of MechWarrior 2 is a separate, from the ground up, bespoke version of the game that does not rely on any of the not going to say any of, but doesn't rely on, you know, substantial amounts of code and assets from the PlayStation port, which is what tended to happen more often than not with multi-platform titles at this point.
Hellbringer, Summoner, Timberwolf. Hellbringer, Summoner, Timberwolf.
Okay, so we can select different mechs, but obviously we can't bring them with us right now.
Summoner, Timberwolf, Gargoyle, Warhawk, Direwolf. Warhawk, Jenner, Kitfox, Firemoth.
So I think left to right is mech size. So the Firemoth is the lightest.
Kitfox, Jenner, Nova, Stormcrow, Mad Dog, Hellbringer, Summoner, Timberwolf, Gargoyle, Warhawk, Direwolf.
And the Direwolf is the heaviest mech.
Timberwolf, Summoner, Hellbringer, Mad Dog, Stormcrow, Mad Dog.
Let's go with
Stormcrow, Nova. Stormcrow, Mad Dog. Hellbringer, Mad Dog.
Let's go with the Mad Dog, which is the default selection. I think as you progress further into the missions, you are allowed to bring heavier and heavier mechs. So change mechs, see options. Okay, just...
Jenner.
Okay. Just wants to know if you want to have any options you want to change. Okay. Destroy chemical plant. Destroy airbase. In a matter of hours, the 350-second assault cluster will engage the enemy's 12th Falcon regulars at the mouth of the Maracay Valley, Mare Requiem and Colmar. Codename Pyolite. Planet Colmar. Terrain. Rolling hills. Time. Day. First, destroy the chemical plant. Leave nothing standing. Then you are to destroy the airbase. Okay. Can do.
Planet Colmar. Proceed with first mission objective.
Okay, that dude. Oof. Okay. Twin pulse lasers. Okay. We only received light damage from that encounter. That guy was aggressive. He got up in our face very quickly. Okay. Just going to shoot these buildings for a little bit.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy detected. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy detected.
Okay, we've got to... Whoop! Okay, we've got incoming mechs, I think. Yep, we've got to get moving. I think that guy's our ally. I think that... No, he's not. He's not our ally. He's very much not our ally. Okay, blew his leg off.
Destroyed.
Took care of him. Alright, there's another guy over there. Okay. Typically, your best strategy is to just turn 90 degrees in one direction and then just circle strafe them if you can. And that is usually good enough to deal with most enemies.
Enemy mech
Okay.
destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
Okay, they've got more ammo. I think that's what that was.
Enemy target destroyed. Primary objective destroy chemical plant.
Yeah, I think the
Successful. Enemy detected.
the power-ups and ammo drops that you pick up in this game are not in the PC version. That wouldn't be very simulation. So these little floating boxes are not in the original PC version. I think they're only in the console version.
Enemy detected. Enemy detected. Enemy detected.
Uh-oh. A lot of incoming. Whoop. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We got incoming. Okay, there's another guy there. Yeah, I took his leg off, I think.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Ooh. Taking damage. Get up! Uh-oh, I'm stuck on a wall. I can't get away.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Uh-oh. It's gonna hit the damn... Gonna hit the damn hill, isn't it? Okay, took his leg off. That'll take some of the heat off me. Not yet. Wait for an opening. Oh shit. That's one of the problems when you're circle strafing and not looking in front of you. You tend to run into shit. Oh dear. Let's try that again.
Planet Colmar. Proceed with first mission objective.
Okay.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay. take care of this jet that's bothering me. Okay, maybe it's gone. Maybe it's gone.
Heat level critical. Enemy target destroyed. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Heat level
Whoop.
critical.
Take care of that goddamn plane. Assuming it's gone, it's hard to tell. Alright.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy detected.
Okay. Get in from long range. So LRM 10 stands for Long Range Missile 10. So it's a salvo of 10 small missiles. I remember my terminology. MechWarrior 2 wasn't really my MechWarrior. My MechWarrior was MechWarrior 4 and MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. I fucking love MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. I kind of didn't really play MechWarrior 2, and I think I played a little bit of MechWarrior 3, like a little bit, but not very much. Like MechWarrior 3 wasn't really a thing for me either. Like I knew of its existence. But MechWarrior 4, man. That's the one I liked. That's the one I played a shitload of. And I still think a lot of MechWarrior fans still consider MechWarrior 4 to be like among the best in the franchise. It's just got that perfect sweet spot between simulation and accessibility for most people.
Destroyed. Enemy detected.
Okay, we spawned another. I think every time I destroy a building, it spawns an enemy mech. Whoop! Hello, you.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, pull that guy apart. Okay. Okay, let's just...
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Primary objective: destroy chemical plant. Successful. Enemy detected.
Okay, there's this guy now. Whoops, forgot to wait for the lock on.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, cool. That jet's still flying around. There's a parked mech all the way over there. There's another parked mech there, so there's two of them. Alright, can we divide and conquer? Just woke up.
Enemy detected. Enemy detected.
Uh-oh.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, who's next? This motherfucker.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, how many more of these guys are there? There's another one.
Enemy mech
Okay. I think that's all the mechs taken care of. Now we can just straight up.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
Okay.
Enemy target destroyed.
Okay.
Primary objective: destroy airbase. Successful. Mission successful.
There we go. Alright. Your strike has left the chemical plant and the airbase in ruins, unable to supply the 12th Falcon regulars. Unable to resupply, the 12th Falcon regulars were decimated by the 352nd in the Maraca Valley. Good work. Good work, MechWarrior. The Keshik ever vigilant rewards the honourable. Destroy the hardened HQ. Planet, Sudatan. Terrain, prairie. Time, day. Perform a strike against the fuel pumping facility and the hardened HQ. Okay.
Planet Sudatan. Proceed with first mission objective.
Uh-oh. Okay, we've got incoming. Come on now. Speed things along. Fucker.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Fuck that guy. Can't you tell I'm trying to circle strafe around you? You don't drive into me.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy detected. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Okay, we've got another guy. Yeah, every time I destroy a major objective, a new mech spawns.
Enemy mech
Okay.
destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
Okay. Two more.
Detected. Enemy target destroyed.
Oh, fuck. The one that's actively... There we go. There he is. Come on. Take his legs off.
Enemy mech
Okay.
destroyed.
So there's two ways to destroy a mech. You either destroy the torso, or you destroy both legs. A cool thing they added in MechWarrior 4 was the cockpit itself
Destroyed.
would have a hitbox. So one of the segments of mechs that could be destroyed was the tiny little cockpit in the center of the torso, and it was extremely hard to hit. But if you managed to get a full salvo of weapons to hit an enemy mech's cockpit dead on, you could sometimes take down an enemy in one hit, and it felt so good to nail that shot. It really did. But that's not really the case in this game.
Enemy mech
Okay.
destroyed.
Who's around? One parked mech over here. What's this?
Enemy detected. Enemy detected. Heat level critical.
Ooh. Got to be careful with the lasers, they'll overheat me. If you overheat, your mech will shut down for several seconds, which will make you a sitting duck. Oh my god, just fucking die already.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay. Where is he? He's over there. Come on. There used to be a lot of really great games based on the BattleTech universe, which is what MechWarrior is. MechWarrior is based on the BattleTech universe, which is a tabletop role-playing game in a similar vein to like Warhammer or Dungeons and Dragons, you know, or World of Darkness, like that kind of thing. But it's like, you know, it's like sci-fi mech combat instead of, you know, high fantasy or dark fantasy or whatever. And I've never really been interested in the main like BattleTech game. I've only ever been interested in the spin-off games like MechWarrior and Mech Commander and Mech Assault. Because I think this is a universe that just adapts really well to the video game format. There we go. My god, finally.
Enemy detected.
Okay, this thing's taking way more hits than I thought it would. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's a guy right there. He's right behind me. Okay, I need to lure this guy away. Serpentine, serpentine. Because I think there's a bunch of turrets around that building as well, and they're all shooting at me, so I need to get this guy away. Okay. He's confused. He's stuck on the other side of the hill. Good. Uh-oh. Whoop. Oh, fuck.
Enemy mech.
Okay. Jesus Christ. What do we got? Select missiles, fire the missiles. I can't even be sure if that hit anything.
Enemy target destroyed.
Whatever.
Primary objective: destroy hardened HQ.
Good enough.
Successful. Mission successful.
Okay, so I said that this game had other control options available to it. Let's do that, shall we? I'm unplugging the regular controller, and I am plugging in the 3D pad. This thing. Whoop. Okay. Whoops. So, you'll notice that it doesn't really reflect on the control input screen. But if we go to training, basic training, just so we can test it, the controller is not reflected on the controller screen, but the 3D pad is supported. Yeah, see? So yeah, I am moving the analog pad on the 3D pad, and it is reacting. So this game does have 3D pad support. It uses the progressive triggers, so if I hold down the left trigger, I can dynamically increase or decrease. I'm not pushing a button to slow down, I'm literally just releasing pressure off the trigger to slow down and increasing pressure on the trigger to speed up. So this game has full progressive trigger support. And it's the same with the right progressive trigger, that's reverse. Aiming is handled entirely by the analog nub. Up on the D-pad is zoom in. Down on the Z-pad is zoom out, so I've got more fine control over zooming. Left is turn. No, sorry. Left and right on the D-pad is torso twist. So that's how you turn your torso, left and right on the D-pad, which is independent of the analog nub. A button is still shoot. B button is change weapons. C button is select enemies. X is recenter. Y, I'm not sure what Y is. Y and Z, I'm not sure what they do. Probably one of them is jump jets. Probably. So yeah. The game does officially support the 3D pad, but it is not reflected in the controller screen, which is I'm sure confusing. Anyway, Clan Jade Falcon. Let's have a look at Clan Jade Falcon.
We are Jade Falcon, great among the clans. We are warriors who fight with the strength of the falcon's claw and ascend to the heavens on the wings of the Thane. We remember with the clarity of falcon's sight the words of Kerensky. Through the smoke of time he speaks to us, his chosen, and urges us onward with the promise of evil. We will retake what is ours by right, that shining jewel terror. Not the vastness of space, nor the wolf's obstinate howl will stay us from our righteous goal. We are crusaders and will trample all who stand in our way.
Yeah. Clan Jade Falcon, they also show up in MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. They are a big part of that game. They do love their mad cats or mad dogs, depending on what game you're playing. That's one thing that's always confused me in these games, is that the names of mechs change, and I don't know why.
Kid Firemoth. Kid Fox.
Like, that to me, that looks like...
Firemoth. Kid Fox.
So that's called a Kit Fox in this game, but that looks a lot like another mech from MechWarrior 4 called a Cougar.
Jenner.
Nova. Oh no, sorry. That looks like a cougar. The Nova looks like a mech from MechWarrior 4 called the Cougar.
Stormcrow.
The Stormcrow looks like a mech from MechWarrior 4 called the Vulture. I think it's the Vulture.
Mad Dog.
No, that's the Vulture. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I last played MechWarrior 4. So the Mad Dog in this game is called a Vulture in MechWarrior 4.
Hellbringer.
The Hellbringer in this game is called the Hellspawn in MechWarrior 4.
Summoner.
The Summoner in this game is called the Thor in MechWarrior 4.
Timberwolf.
The Timberwolf is what's known as a Mad Cat in MechWarrior 4.
Gargoyle.
And I think we start getting into the super heavy mechs. I think it's been so long since I last played MechWarrior 4.
Warhawk. Direwolf.
I don't remember what these guys are called.
Warhawk. Direwolf. Gargoyle.
Like that looks... I don't know if it's... That looks like an Atlas. It might be an Atlas. It looks very similar to a mech in MechWarrior 4 called an Atlas. I do not know why names change, whether it's like intentional or there's some kind of rights issue where, I don't know, maybe for some reason Activision lost the MechWarrior license when Microsoft took it over, but for some reason they kept hold of the mech names. I don't know if there's some kind of like license issue with mech titles, so that's why they had to change them for future MechWarrior games, but it's very confusing to me. I never really quite understood it.
Hellbringer. Mad Dog. Stormcrow.
Let's go with a Stormcrow. Slightly lighter mech. Destroy the communications array. Codename Silent Thunder, terrain Rocky Plains. Okay. We get a slightly different loading screen this time.
Planet Colmar. Proceed with first mission objective.
Oh, okay, I've got to get used to these new controls now. What is that? UCAS. I got whole new weapon systems I need to figure out now. Oh god, okay, I need to... Okay, I'm just gonna... Trying to fine-tune your speed with the 3D pad, I'm going to say, is maybe a little bit harder than a regular controller. Okay, we're out of weapons. Oh god. We've got a lot more laser options in this mech. Okay, no, keep going. I'm gonna try and wrap my head around the 3D pad controls now. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, recenter. Destroy this big fancy building up here with a big antenna on the top.
Enemy target destroyed.
down a bit. Stop.
Primary objective, destroy HPG uplink. Successful.
Enemy target.
Okay, destroy the helicopter. Let's head towards the next. Whoa, okay, there's a dude behind us. There's a dude behind us.
Enemy target destroyed.
Hit something. Oh god. So one drawback of the 3D pad is you can't steer and turn your torso at the same time, because you've got to take your thumb off the nub to touch the D-pad. It just feels a lot more natural when it's on the shoulder buttons.
Enemy mech
Okay.
destroyed.
Let's go. There's another one, man. There's another one over there. Let's take care of this guy first. He might be a problem. Don't want him to be a problem. Ugh. Fuck off, man. Driving into me.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay. Where are we going? We're going back over here, back towards that mountain. I should try and get MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries running at some point. That game's cool. I haven't played that game in years.
Primary objective,
Okay.
destroy communications array. Successful. Mission successful.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
Okay. All primary mission objectives complete. Mission just auto ends. Okay, mission successful. Blah, despite the heavy losses, I was unprepared for the attack. The quadrant is ours. There's a nice password up the top there for you if you want to load the next mission. Okay, hit back. Because the 3D pad is not the only alternative control method for this game. Hang on, I've got to make some space. That's right. It's mission stick time. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so again, like the 3D pad, for some reason, the controls for the mission stick are not represented on the control screen. It's still shows off just a regular controller on the control screen, which is, again, confusing. So, let's go back to training. Again, standard objectives, that gives us a free hand to just kind of fuck around. So.
Welcome to training, Cadet. Your first objective is to pilot your mech to a point on the course. Think you can handle that, Rebirth?
So.
Objectives are indicated by the blue diamond symbol. Line up with the first blue diamond and throttle forward. Get moving, scrub.
So turning your legs and aiming up and down is controlled by the analog stick, and it is proper full analog movement. A button is shoot. B button is change control weapon groups. C button is target. X is zoom. Y and Z, I'm not sure. Okay. B button is also a button on the stick, so you've got change weapon groups and target, change targets on the top of the stick as well as shoot. The trigger on the stick is shoot. Now, L and R, as in the shoulder buttons, do turn the torso, but for some reason the R button works fine, but when I push the L button on the mission stick, it's not a fast movement. It's weird. Okay. Again, X or Y must be jump jets, but we don't have jump jets right now. Oh, I know why, because I've got turbo enabled on the L button. So if I hit L now, it should work fine. Yeah, look, it works fine. Look at that. And hitting both together recenters. Okay. So acceleration and deceleration is handled by the wheel on the top of the stick. Hang on. You see that little... I'm going to take these gloves off. They're stupid. The gimmick's over now. I don't care about the gimmick. They're affecting my ability to show shit. Okay. So you see that little blue wheel on the top of the mission stick? That is accelerate and reverse. And letting go returns you to neutral. So... the mission stick feels quite good.
Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed. Enemy target destroyed.
I'm gonna say that aiming feels a lot better with the mission stick than it does with the 3D pad. The 3D pad is a little bit, because the movement range on the nub, the analog nub, is so short, the sensitivity is a little bit too high, and therefore the 3D pad feels a little bit twitchy when it comes to aiming, whereas the big, nice, wide movement range of the mission stick allows you to really fine-tune your aim. It feels good. It feels really good. So let's do a mission with the mission stick, shall we? Is it going to make us restart Clan Jade Falcon? Or is it going to... It's going to make us restart. Okay. That's fine. Let's do the Crusader trials. Let's just see what that's about. Identify traitor's mech, destroy traitor. Destroy the traitor. Okay. I like that the loading screen reflects what planet you're going to.
Omar, Proceed with first mission.
Yeah, this feels this feels really good to aim. This is a good feeling controller for this game. I'm gonna say, if you've got a mission stick, you should be playing. And if you've got a mission stick and a copy of MechWarrior 2 for the Saturn, you should be playing MechWarrior 2 with the mission stick. Like, what are you doing? I think by far this is the best control option for this game.
Enemy mech destroyed. Enemy detected.
Okay, we've got another enemy. This guy's coming at me right now, so I'm going to prioritize him. Oh, he's got jump jets. Oh god.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay. I definitely feel like I've got more of a chance of successfully hitting airborne enemies with the mission stick than I do with the other options. Where is he? He's there.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, this guy's coming at me now. He's a big boy. He's a heavy mech. I think I'm in a medium right now, so this guy outclasses me.
Enemy target destroyed.
Slow down a bit to decrease my turning circle. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh god. There. Okay. Fucker, come here. Close the distance.
Enemy detected. Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, another one. There's another one. Where are they all coming from?
destroyed. All enemy units destroyed. Traitor not identified. Negative kill confirmation. Mission failed.
Traitor not identified. They were all shooting at me, so I'm assuming they were all fucking traitors anyway. And it even said, identify the traitor, kill the traitor. Well, if one of them was theoretically the traitor, wasn't I just not going to kill them anyway? That seems dumb. Anyway, I think that's enough time. That's what, an hour and 30, and I think an hour and 30 is the most I can realistically give to MechWarrior 2. This is like I said at the beginning, I would never, ever, ever, ever try to suggest that this is, the best way to play MechWarrior 2. Absolutely not. The PC version is the best version of MechWarrior 2. Absolutely, no contest. But if you had a Sega Saturn and a copy of MechWarrior 2 and a mission stick, you could do worse. You could do a lot worse. This is a great mission stick game. This is a great mission stick game. Maybe one of the best games on the system to use the mission stick. And it's from a third-party developer late in the Saturn's life, so extra surprising. Anyway, where are we going to put MechWarrior 2 31st Century Combat Arcade Edition? Such a mouthful. That is the full name of the game, so we're going to use the full name of the game on the list. So, this is a really, I don't know, man. In the context of the Sega Saturn, I think this game fucking slaps, man. This game's great. It's a banger. It's better than Mighty Hits. It's better than Black Dawn. It's better than Tomb Raider. It's better than Shining. It's better than the Saturn version of Tomb Raider. It's better than the Saturn version of Firestorm Thunderhawk 2. I would take it over Virtua Fighter. I would take it over Sonic 3D. I would take it over Mega Man X3. I would take it over Amok. With a mission stick, it is better than Nights into Dreams, but again, only with a mission stick. With a mission stick, it's better than Alien Trilogy. With a mission stick, I'd take it over Magic Carpet. With a mission stick, I'd take it over Daytona USA Championship Circuit Edition. With a mission stick, it's better than the Saturn version of Soviet Strike. Okay. It's better than Sega Ages Volume 1. It is not a better game than Gun Griffin. Gun Griffin is despite the lack of content and the more limited control options, I think Gun Griffin is a better mech game still. Yeah, I'm just really impressed specifically with the Saturn version of this game, because it's a late release, yet it's a bespoke port, not a lazy port from the PlayStation version. They take the extra effort to implement transparency, 3D pad support, mission stick support, a good frame rate. The mission stick support is really good. Like I said, this is one of the better mission stick games on the platform. They really went above and beyond at a time when almost everyone would have forgiven them for not. You know what I mean? Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo is a better game. I think Guardian Heroes is ultimately a better Sega Saturn game. Virtua Cop 2 is a better Sega Saturn game. Man. I would take it personally over Athlete Kings. Athlete Kings is a much better looking game. Like, I think on a technical standpoint, Athlete Kings is one of the best looking games on the platform. But it's a track and field game, and therefore has very limited gameplay appeal. I would take it over Buster Move 2. I would take it over Theme Park. I would personally, I don't know, man. In the context of the Sega Saturn, and in the context of how surprisingly good the port is, and how much care was taken, and how good the controller support is, I would put this above Alpha 1. I would put it above Virtua Cop 1. I would put it above Parodius. Boy, Road Rash or MechWarrior 2, fuck. Both are really good ports, Saturn ports. I'm going to put MechWarrior 2 above Road Rash. Uh-oh. We have a new longest name on the list. Holy shit. Okay. So MechWarrior 2 31st Century Combat Arcade Combat Edition is our new number 21. A very, very, very good position on the list. A surprisingly decent port, you know. At a time when it would have been very understandable if they had not gone to the trouble. You know what I mean? Alright. That's it for MechWarrior. On to our second game. Our next game is a sports game, a soccer game to be exact, and it comes to us from platform favourites, Gremlin Interactive. You remember Gremlin? Developers of such amazing hits as UEFA Euro 96 England and Hardcore 4x4 and Loaded. all very high quality pieces of software. But no joke, Actua Golf, which is also by Gremlin, legitimately like good. It's fine. It's like a perfectly fine golf game. Like no shade thrown at Actua Golf, just the other three. This game is another game in the Actua line of products. Let me very quickly change the box art. Where are you? There you are. And it is called Actua Soccer Club Edition. Okay. Whoop, hang on. I got to, my desk is a mess now. I need to plug the regular controller back in. It's all the way over here. There we go. Okay. So, Actua Soccer Club Edition is a re-release of the original Actua Soccer, which did not come out on the Saturn. That was a... hang on, I gotta look this up. God damn it. I was supposed to look this up, but I forgot to. Oh, there's a real high frame rate video file there. Turn the game down just a little bit. Okay. So this game was a... So you remember Euro 96 England for the Saturn, which we looked at before? So Euro 96 England and the original Actua Soccer came out very close together. Hang on, I need to double check this now because I'm not hang on. I want to say that because Euro 96 England, which was an exclusive game for the Saturn, was not actually an exclusive game. It was a reskinned version of standard Actua Soccer. See, yeah, mid '96. An original Actua Soccer came out on the PlayStation in March '96, and Euro 96 was a May '96 release. So yeah, Actua Soccer came out on the PlayStation in March '96. UEFA Euro 96 came out on the Saturn 2 months later, which was just a reskinned Actua Soccer, and now a full year later, Gremlin is putting out the same game again with updated teams. So this is not a unique game. This is an update essentially of a game we've already played, which bodes well considering how low that other game was on the list. Look at the controls. A is shoot, B is pass, C is speed, next camera, last camera, Y is nearest man, shoot, pass, speed, change player. Nearest man means change player. Okay. Menus, not as nice looking in this game as they were in UEFA Euro 96. If you remember that the menus in that game were displayed in the Saturn's high res mode, so they were nice and crisp and crisp looking. Offsides on. Turn that shit off. Game length 10, 20, 40, 90 minutes. Fuck that. Let's go 10 minutes, 5 minutes aside. Substitutions on, bookings on, free kicks on, wind speed. You can turn the wind on and off, and that will affect the direction of the ball as it flies through the air, which I think is an interesting, it's a neat feature to have. So this is interesting. They have referee stats. They have like stats based on like real life referees. Paul Alcock, Redhill, Surrey. And they've got stats for the different referees, vision and discipline. Basically, how good are they at spotting? How good are they at spotting fouls? And how strict are they at at dealing out justice? Jeff Winter, Stockton-on-Tees, Teesside. Oh, he's got good eyesight, and he's a disciplinarian. Yeah. Gary Willard, Worthing, West Sussex. This guy's got really bad eyesight. We're going to get away with a lot when he's on the field. Chester Lee Street, Durham. The County Durham. That's what that means. County Durham. Let's go with the guy with really bad eyesight. We might get away with some shit. Oh, that's what we've already looked at that. Friendly, players 1, start. What's this? What happens when you select the question mark? Oh, it tells you the position. Okay, yeah, so these are like, because I want to say the original Actua Soccer was just... Wasn't the original Actua Soccer just international teams, and Club Edition added the club teams, I want to say? I'm not 100% certain. So you've got all like the official player names, like, you know, David Seaman on goalie. Yeah. Who are we going to play as then? Let's leave this side as Arsenal. And we'll go Blackburn, Chelsea, Coventry, Middlesbrough, Leeds, Leicester, Liverpool, Everton, Nottingham Forest, Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton, Sunderland, Tottenham, Man United. That is an old Man United logo right there. Holy shit. This is before they adopted, I guess, the circle badge, I guess. Derby County, Newcastle. Let's go with Blackburn. I like Blackburn's style. I was kind of hoping there would be options to change things like stadium and weather. Okay, this load screen is high res. That's interesting. They implemented the high res mode for the loading screen. That's alright, that's nice.
Welcome to today's important match between Arsenal and Blackburn Rovers.
And as you can see, visually, this game is identical to how UEFA 96 looked. UEFA Euro 96 looked. Woof. Oh god, where am I going? Pass. Yeah, it's the exact same visuals, the exact same controls, the exact same camera.
Sherwood. Wilcox! Oh, good block from the keeper. Oh dear, what could he be thinking of? Wilcox! Now the ball bobbled a bit for him. We're in.
This is another soccer game where your teammates are useless. The only player that's allowed to do anything is the player-controlled character. So, like, none of your AI-controlled teammates will attempt to try and tackle or seize possession by themselves. You have to physically take control of a player and do it manually yourself, which always I hate that. Oh, I don't know if you can see, but at the top of the screen here, you can see on those advertising boards on the stands, they're advertising other Gremlin products. There's an advertisement there for, maybe we can get a little bit closer, maybe? There's an advertising board for Premier Manager 97, which was a PlayStation game.
On the next page, you read that.
There's an advertising board there for Reloaded, the sequel to Loaded, which was going to come out on the Saturn, but was cancelled.
Oh, the best players keep cool in those situations.
Don't know what that black and yellow one is, though.
Graham Lasso.
Can we see what it is? No. Plat something.
Neat as a short pass.
Yeah, the guy's just standing there and letting the guy run past him with the ball. Play it? I think that black advertising board says play it in like a stylized font. I don't know what that's referring to, whether it's like a Gremlin sub brand? Or a sponsorship? I don't know.
Okay. Right.
Why did you...
Oh dear.
Yeah, I forgot. This is a game where it doesn't... When you hit shoot, the player doesn't automatically aim towards the goal when he shoots. You have to manually aim him towards the goal before you hit shoot. Oh, fuck. I hate the way this... This is a bad football game. So many other games have, like... Football games have come out for the Saturn that do a much better job in terms of, like, controls.
Right. Oh, that's a really good parry from
And
the
like
goalkeeper.
The quality of life features in terms of controls.
Missing chance.
That trying to go back to this, like, really, like, I don't know, what do I call it?
It's well intercepted.
Whoop,
Beckham.
got him.
Oh, and he's curled it.
It just feels bad. Like, FIFA has the quality of life features of automatically aiming at the goal when you shoot, you know. The Sega Soccer games have that quality of life feature. Trying to go back to a football game that doesn't do that just feels like shit.
Sutton. Good save, good positioning was the secret.
Okay.
And the ball's gone out into touch.
Well, go on then, throw it. A button does nothing. B button does nothing. C button... I couldn't make him throw it. I didn't know why. I didn't know why he wasn't throwing it.
Dixon.
That was weird. I couldn't make him throw the ball. Why is that? Why did you...
Button. Neat as a short pass.
That was annoying. I felt like that my guy should have picked that up.
It's a corner.
Yeah, there's just a lot of like rough edges and quality of life issues and fit and finish stuff around the presentation, the controls, the I don't know, the gameplay feel that just doesn't. It felt bad when we played Euro 96, and it feels even worse now. What are we doing, man? What are we doing with our lives?
Vieira. Bergkamp. Got in Hendry.
Also, the controls in some ways just feel really unresponsive. Like when I try to tackle someone, it feels like the tackle doesn't come out for a couple of seconds. There we go. I held that button down for a full 1.5 seconds before he actually did it. That feels bad. And the camera, just like Euro 96, the camera is too close.
You read that so early.
I'm almost certain the reason the camera is so close is as like an easy way to like keep performance up.
Kenner.
So the camera doesn't have to render too much on screen at once. But it makes navigating the pitch and going around players and just seeing who is around you really difficult.
Tony Adams.
I need the camera to back off. Oh, here we go. Okay, we can change the camera angle. That's good. Good. That's an improvement. That's an actual improvement.
Vieira. Bergkamp. He kept it out, but only just. It couldn't have been closer.
Isometric camera, playing camera. Oh my god, we've got a top down.
Pressure on from this corner.
We've got a top down camera, baby. Oh my god. Like it was Sensible Soccer or something. But it's not Sensible Soccer. It's nothing like Sensible Soccer. It feels nothing like Sensible Soccer.
Oh, the shot just crept wide of the far post.
Touchline camera. Okay, the isometric. Isometric's pretty good. You get a nice big wide open view. Okay. Ugh.
Wilcox. Wilcox.
Just take it back off me.
Gallagher. Well, I think the goalkeeper's got shares in a paint company. Neat little short pass.
Fuck off. Yeah, the tackling feels like shit in this game. Oh my god.
Wilcox. Wilcox! So close. It deserved better, really.
You're going to run for it? No? Just going to stand there? Let it go over you? Fucking asshole.
Oh dear. What could he be thinking of? Nice touch.
I hit pass and he did nothing.
Sherwood.
Go on then.
Oh, it's well intercepted.
Fuck you.
But he was already on the next page. You read that so early. The striker's a bit unlucky there. Flat. That's a touch speculative.
Ugh.
That's the score at half-time.
Yeah, it says play it. Yeah. Yeah, Premier Manager 97 never came out on the Saturn. That's a PlayStation game. Reloaded, like I said, was meant to come out on the Saturn and supposedly was finished. Supposedly. But before it went to manufacturing, the public, Gremlin pulled the plug because they realised they just weren't going to make their money back. There is a playable demo of Reloaded for the Saturn that did come out. There's a demo disc for the Saturn that has a demo of Reloaded, and it runs like shit. It's fucking incredible they bothered to even put the demo out. It is the most unoptimized piece of shit you've ever seen. It's incredible they even bothered. So yeah, maybe it's a good thing that Reloaded didn't actually come out. Because if it's like the demo, it's dog shit.
Right. Gattaca. What a dangerous place to give away a free kick. Gattaca. Sherwood. Boheenan. Wilcox!
Man, my goalkeeper's earning his fucking pay today. Jesus Christ.
Oh, goodness me, we can do without that. Bold.
What? Didn't grab it?
Henningberg.
Why? The ball made contact with him but didn't stick. It was very strange.
Winterburn. He's laid it off. And it's gone out for the goal kick.
I don't know. This feels like it's... I don't know, a little bit of an improvement over Euro 96. Like there's more camera angles for a start. I think the presentation is like a little bit nicer in some spots. Not by much though.
Right. Right! Good handling there from the keeper.
I mean, it's got more content because it's got all the clubs.
Oh, what a good ball.
Now, not just international teams. So I guess it's better from like a content standpoint. So like there are minor improvements, I think, between this and Euro. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah. But not as many improvements as like there should have been. This is still incredibly disappointing.
Ian Wright.
Oh, just grab the ball. Don't just fucking let it go past you, dipshit.
That long ball. Keown.
What the?
Oh dear. What could he be thinking of? Chris Sutton.
There we go. Clear it up the field. Get it out of here. Okay, let's try this again.
Out into touch.
Okay. A button does nothing. B button does nothing. C button does nothing. X, Y, Z. Throw the fucking ball. Jesus.
Keeper with a chance to relieve some pressure now.
Wait, what happened? What the fuck happened? Wait, hang on. Roll back the tape. What the fuck just happened? How did I manage to throw the ball so hard it went over the line and created a goal kick situation? That makes no sense. Oh man.
Kinley. Sutton. All the big men are up from the back. Neat, quick layoff.
There it goes again.
That left the keeper absolutely rooted to the spot. He had no idea which way it was going to go. It's now 3-1.
It sure is.
Ian Wright. Henningberg.
I've noticed there are no black players on the court. I'm pretty sure Ian Wright was a black player, but he's being represented here by a white man, which is interesting. Again, I can't throw in. I can't throw the ball in. There's a bug. I can't throw the fucking ball in.
Neat little short pass. The striker's a bit unlucky there.
That's crazy that there's a bug in this game that doesn't even let you throw in the fucking ball.
But he was already on the next page. You read that so early. Wilcox.
Yep. Look, here we go. A, B, C, Z, X. I can't throw the fucking ball. It's not happening. None of the buttons do anything in the throw-in. It's so fucked. Oh my god.
Bold. There's nothing the matter with the long ball when it's placed as well as that. Right.
Oh, fuck you.
Flat. Oh, the shot just crept wide of the far post. McKinley.
Ugh.
Flat.
Wait, what happened? I can't tell what's happening. I hit buttons and sometimes the players just don't fucking do it. This is awful. Wow. Maybe this isn't better than Euro 96, man. I don't know. This is...
It's another good cross. Right! But I think the striker should have done better from that range. Flat. Good passing movement, variation they're showing. Right!
Ugh. Whoa, what, whoa.
And they've got all the big men up in the box for this one.
I don't think that was meant to happen. That seemed like a bug. The ball physics went a bit fucking crazy there. Again, ball physics seem like they're not...
And that's the final score.
What the fuck happened? Oh, this game's a disaster. The ball physics are fucked. You can't throw the ball in. There's none of the buttons do anything when you throw in. Half the time when the ball gets passed to a player, the ball doesn't stick to them and goes straight past them. This sucks. Wow. This is terrible. Holy shit. What? And so yeah, so I've just realised there are no international teams in this version of the game. This is only clubs. And I believe it's only Premiership clubs as well. Yeah, all of these clubs, all of them, would have been Premiership clubs at the time this game came out. So they're not even including, like, First Division clubs, which is usually, you know, which is the league below the Premiership. It's wow. This sucks. And this is coming from someone who doesn't really care about sports games. I don't really care about sports games, but I can recognise a shit football game when I fucking see one. Oh my god. Aston Villa, because they're purple. I don't know. Tottenham. Yeah, and there's no options for, like, stadium or weather. Which I want to say that you at least had options for, like, stadium and weather in Euro 96. This is a worse game. This is terrible. The minute improvements in this game over Euro 96 pale in comparison to the things about this that are worse. Holy shit. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to bring up footage of Euro 96. Hang on. Give me just a moment. I need to confirm. I'm so fucking shook by this. Like, Gremlin have a terrible track record, but goddamn. Okay, 22. Episode 22 that was. Okay, let's go to the tapes. Let's go to the tape. Okay. Alright, let me just let's just crop it in a little bit. Okay, so we've got a nice cropped window here of footage from Euro 96 that we can refer to. And we can look at that a little bit. And we can compare that directly to what we're seeing in this game, which is a fucking, like, a reskin of a reskin. God damn. Okay, so it's a very similar looking game. Yes, that's the wrong way.
Milosevic!
Wait. Hang on. Where's the other team? Where's the other team? Wait, hang on. Where's the other fucking team? Am I crazy? Why is there... What? Also, I've noticed that the frame rate is super good now because the half the players aren't on the pitch. So the frame rate is nice and smooth. Jesus Christ, what a nightmare.
Oh, I think that's taken a deflection, and it's left the goalkeeper stranded. 1-0. Milosevic. Milosevic! Well, that's his trademark. A really class act. The score, 1-1.
Hang on. Is it because I selected practice instead of friendly? Is that why? It might be because I selected practice on the main menu and not... Let's have a look. Let's select something other than practice, shall we? Where's environment, arcade, simulation? Okay, sure. Hang on. Just confirm something. Yep, look. Euro 96 lets you choose different stadiums. Has much nicer menu presentation than this game. Yeah, this is a fucking downgrade. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible. Wow.
Welcome to today's crucial match between Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur.
I think Euro 96 might even look a little bit better. I think that, like, the ground textures are like a little bit nicer in that game.
Well, looked like a dive to me. Oh, that's an awesome shot. He did well to get anywhere near it. A little ambitious, that long ball.
Is this my goal? I don't know. That's my goal.
And gave the goalkeeper not an earthly.
I like the fact that the goalkeeper just stood there and didn't even try. He just watched me kick the ball into the goal. You see what I mean when, like, your teammates do nothing.
But he was already on the next page. He read that so early. Milosevic! Taylor! Well, let's say it had an awkward bounce before he hit that effort.
I pushed up to aim at the goal and he still shot it super wide.
Townsend. Neat little short pass. Neat quick layoff. Just didn't manage to keep it in. Townsend.
Okay.
Nice touch. Milosevic! Townsend!
Fucking finally, Jesus. I know.
Score 1-1.
I think maybe the player models are a little bit less awkward looking. They still look like crap. But I don't know, they like proportionally they don't seem quite as fucked up looking as they do in Euro 96. Oh, fuck's sake.
It's gone out for the goal kick. Taylor. Churchic. Well, it looked like a corner to me, but the man in charge says goal kick.
Okay.
Townsend. Good passing movement, variation they're showing.
Yeah, I think we don't need to see any more of Euro 96. I've got the idea. I've got the idea. This is miserable.
Throw.
Yeah. I'm hitting buttons. Nothing is happening. Oh my god, I made him do it. I made him throw. I don't know how I did it. I think I momentarily managed to force player control away from him, and which meant that the computer threw the ball in. I think that's the only way you can throw the ball in. You need to somehow force player control away from the guy throwing in. You can't actually throw it yourself as the player, which is nuts.
So it's now 2-1. Milosevic. Sheringham. Simpson! You have to do better than that to beat this fellow on this sort of form. Foul. A little ambitious, that long ball. Austin.
Pick it up, you idiot!
Fernando Nelson.
Don't let it just go through you.
Nice touch. Churchic! Good handling there from the keeper. Howells. And a turn. Oh, I bet that hurt. We'll go Ehiog. That's a touch speculative. Howells. Good passing movement, variation they're showing. Sheringham! God's very much on the goalkeeper's side.
What's with the flashing Star of David that appears under the players sometimes? I don't get it.
But he did really well.
This is miserable. I think I might be done. This sucks. This is like depressing to watch. It's like 1 step forward, 3 steps back with this game. Wow. I think this is Gremlin's last game for the platform. I don't think they put anything else out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Actua Soccer was Gremlin's last release for the Saturn. Like, it was going to be reloaded, but they pulled that at the very last minute. Fuck. Woof. So, where's Actua Soccer Club Edition gonna go? Do you want a hint? It's around here somewhere, right next to its big brother, Euro 96. Boy. I don't know, man. Euro 96 is like not a good game, but there are things about that game that are objectively better than Actua Soccer. I mean, at its core, it's the same game. It's the same engine. It's the same controls. It's the same like on-pitch presentation, more or less. UEFA Euro 96 has nicer menus. Actua Soccer has different camera angles, which is a nice change. I guess you can pull the camera out now and see more of the fucking pitch around you, which lets you know what's happening. Dude, that completely broken throw-in mechanic is nuts. I can't believe the game shipped like that. Wow. Not to mention the really, really buggy ball physics. You saw that point there when I somehow managed to get a guy to throw in and then the ball just like zoomed all the way to the far end of the pitch past the goal and then forced a goal kick. Like, what And there was another instance where the ball kind of wigged out a little bit. That's crazy. Euro 96 lets you pick from multiple stadiums. Actua Soccer does not. This game might actually be worse. I didn't think it was possible, but Gremlin made a worse football game than Euro 96. What the fuck? Yeah, it's worse. It's worse than Euro 96. For like the one genuine improvement they made, there's like 3 things that are worse. I would rather play High Octane. Like, High Octane is like a fucking garbage fire, but it's at least more interesting than what this is. Jesus. It's still better than Rise 2, which means it's our new number 184. Congratulations to Actua Soccer Club Edition for being our new worst soccer game. Holy shit. Wow. I didn't think Gremlin had it in them. I had such high hopes considering how, like, you know, how decent Actua Golf was. Like, Actua Golf is like a legitimately decent game, you know. It's not the best golf game on the platform, but it's fine. Like, it's you know, it's better than a lot of them. I'd thought, you know, maybe, you know, like, hardcore 4x4 is terrible. But at least it's ambitious, you know what I mean? It's trying to go for something genuinely ambitious, and it fails miserably, but at least it tried. This is our new worst football game and worst gremlin game. That's nuts. Jesus Christ. You know, I'd hoped Gremlin could end their run on the Saturn with at least a partial win. But no. Nope. Nope. Alright, let's move on to our third and final game, shall we? Okay, so let's change the cover art. Our third and final game for today is a port of an arcade game, a Sega AM1 arcade game. And this is another game that makes use of the 3D pad and the mission stick. So I'm going to forego the standard control pad and go straight to the mission stick. Go straight to the 3D pad for this one to save some time. And the game we're going to look at is Sky Target. Sky Target is a spin-off of the Afterburner franchise. It is an experiment by Sega to see if they could make a 3D Afterburner game. And I guess they didn't want to put the Afterburner name on it in case it was a miserable failure, but I don't know, I think this is like okay. It might not be worthy of the name Afterburner, but yeah, you know, this is like, it's okay. Certainly better than Afterburner 3. Or the game that they would rename Afterburner 3 in the West. Boy, it sure is nice that the intro of this game is footage of the arcade version. The Saturn port looks nowhere near as good as this. Nice little tease there of a game that doesn't look really anywhere near, you know, doesn't really look the same, as you can see. So yeah, you can see what I mean when I say that this is a 3D Afterburner. Like this. I'm gonna turn this game down. Like this game is Afterburner in every way but name. I think it is technically still considered part of the Afterburner franchise, just Sega just didn't want to put the Afterburner name on it because they were like, what if people don't like it? then we've sullied the Afterburner name. Okay, impatient menus, cool. If you don't select something within 5 seconds, it gets annoyed. Oh cool, another game that doesn't reflect accurately what controller you've got plugged into the system. Awesome. Vulcan missile. Okay, pretty simple controls. This is a 2-button game. No audio options, which is surprising. Very, very bare-bone options. Yeah, up and down, normal, reverse. Okay. Okay. Good F14D, an F15S, F16C, the Raphael M, the F14D. Let's go with the F14. There's actually no differences between the planes. They don't really have any meaningful differences in terms of controls or weaknesses or strengths. It's just an aesthetic choice.
For takeoff. Good luck and bam!
Also, I like that they use an FMV of the arcade game for the start of the game because they couldn't get the game to look good enough to do that in real time on the Saturn. You know, I bet this was a budget conversion. I bet Sega did not give... who ported this? Appaloosa Interactive. You know Appaloosa Interactive, the creators of Echo the Dolphin. They ported this to the Saturn. This is one of their projects. Yeah, they're responsible for this port. I bet Sega gave them a minimal budget for this port, which is probably why they're relying so heavily on FMV to plug the gaps. Okay, so I'm using the 3D pad. So unlike Afterburner 2, you have infinite missiles. You don't have to worry about running out of missiles in this game. Oh, and the frame rate. Oh, slow down. Oh my god, the slowdown. Holy shit. Also, you can't roll, unlike Afterburner 2. I can jam on the analog pad as much as possible, and I can't get the plane to do barrel rolls. You do, however, get these sick boss fights though, and oof, that looks real rough. Oh dear. I just clipped through that plane's... This game is loud, man. What the fuck? I feel like I can't be heard. I'm going to turn this down to -20 decibels. Yeah, you get these big elaborate boss fights in this game that you don't get in Afterburner 2. But yeah, you can tell by looking at this. This is visually rough. We'll take out the engines. Lost a life, but that's okay. Oof. Yeah, this is a rough looking game. It's kind of fun though. It's
Not bad, but you haven't tasted real warfare yet. Hang in.
Thanks, random man, who I could barely understand because the distortion on his voice was so high. Ah, solid gold stealth bomber. What? Why are the stealth bombers gold? It sucks that you can't combat roll though. You can't. That's one of the best parts of Afterburner 2 is your ability to just fucking just evasive roll constantly and have everything just start spinning. Boss time again. This massive stealth bomber with turrets on the back of it. You know, the boss designs are kind of really cool in like a ridiculous kind of way. That wing's destroyed. Okay, boss dealt with. Yeah. Visually, this is a very quick and dirty port. Okay, we got choices though. We got jungle or we got city. Got branching paths. Let's go city. City sounds more exciting. The 3D pad feels, I don't know, it feels okay. It is making use of the analog nub. Ooh, spotlights. Do we have to avoid the buildings? I bet we have to avoid the buildings. Oh, we died again. Oh my god, listen to the music. It's a remix of a classic Afterburner 2 track. But it sounds way worse. It's a terrible remix. Doesn't sound nearly as good as the Afterburner 2 version of this song. I do appreciate the infinite missiles though, that's nice. Does mean that this game is like significantly easier than Afterburner 2 though. Significantly easier. Armoured Battle Helicopter, Vajura. Or Vahura, however you want to pronounce that. Of this massive helicopter with turrets on it, it's so stupid. I love all the trails in the sky of everything, leaving everything moving through the skies, leaving trails behind it. It's a real cool look to it. I don't know. God damn it! Try and shoot all these bombs flying out the side of this helicopter. Destroy its rotors now. Come on, show us your weak spot. There we go. There's one boss in this game that is really, really cool, and I hope we get there.
There's a big missile heading up from below. Make dessert of it.
This is it. This is it. This is a cool level. This is legitimately a fucking awesome level. I love this level. It's so stupid. It's incredible. Check this out. So, this mission's amazing. The concept is there is a giant intercontinental ballistic missile being fired from the ground, and now we have to intercept it. We are now pointing... I don't know how high we are. We must be... I don't know how high Sega thinks jet planes can go, but they seem to think that we can go, you know, jet planes can go into outer space or something, because we are so high off the ground right now that we can point our nose directly down at the earth and keep flying for minutes at a time without hitting the ground. It's so stupid. I love this. This is so dumb. Also, the soundtrack gets real crazy in this mission. This is so stupid. Man, we are so high. I love the way that the planes, the bigger planes break apart when you destroy them. Smoke and streamers filling the air. On a technical level, this game looks really rough, but aesthetically, this is kind of amazing. Yeah, long-range strategic ballistic missile. Yeah, so we met the missile. Now we've got to chase it. We've got to fly all the way back up again. We've got 62 seconds to destroy this missile. As it slowly breaks apart and destages. Conceptually, that's such a crazy idea for a mission. Like that's some Ace Combat shit. That's some Strange Reel shit right there. That's the kind of thing you'd expect to see in Ace Combat. That's I think from like a conceptual standpoint, that's my favourite mission in the game right there. Okay, I think we ran out of lives. You can see our plane break up. It's a good game over screen though. I'll give it that. That game over screen was like pretty damn good. Alright, let's try the mission stick and then we'll rank. Mission stick in. Does it reflect controls on the option screen? No, it doesn't. Cool. What I will do is, though, I will turn it down to easy. Just so we can have a better chance of seeing more of the game. Okay. Let's go with the F-16.
This is Control. This is Control. Enemies sighted in the area. Prepare for immediate takeoff for interception. Over.
Load times aren't too bad, I guess. Decent load times. Okay. Okay, so I can use the trigger and the B button on top of the stick to fire missiles. Well, the trigger to shoot the guns, the B button to fire missiles. Oh, this frame rate, Jesus Christ. Oh, slow down. Look at this slow down. That's no good. It's difficult to avoid missiles. It's hard to... because I can't do combat rolls. It's just difficult to get out of the way of the missiles. And there's a technique I'm not 100% sure of. Uh-oh. Ugh. Oof. Yeah, shouldn't really get that close to the boss. It looks real rough. Where are we at? Just over 3 hours. I don't know. We'll play a little bit longer. We'll play a little bit longer.
We survived this far somehow, but the fight has just begun.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Mission stick feels okay. I don't know. Feels a little bit sluggish. Okay. Why is there a dragon there? Did you see that? There was a dragon that just went off the right-hand side of the screen. What was that? Why was that there? Looks like it was flapping its wings. I do have full analog control, but it just feels a little bit sluggish somehow. If the plane moves half a second after I move the stick, like it's a little bit off. Heavily armed. Again, like these bosses are like something out of Ace Combat. These are some strange real bosses if I've ever seen some. We at some point we need to talk about Ace Combat 6, Fires of Liberation, for the 360. That game was fucking unreal. That is maybe the most insane, over-the-top flight sim ever made. That's okay. I'm gonna do a tangent for a sec. Ace Combat Fires of Liberation for the Xbox 360 is one of the strangest games I've ever played. And this game reminds me of it because it's a very, I don't know, it's like an alternate universe military flight sim where you're flying very realistic planes, you know, and you're fighting mostly, you know, some very realistic. You're asked to do like normal like fighter sim shit, right? And it's all presented very grounded and very realistically in terms of the combat and what you're being asked to do with your plane. Until you get into like the back half of the game, and then it starts throwing sci-fi shit at you, and you're attacking giant flying aircraft carriers and huge like massive like armored like bases. And quite literally the very last mission of that game, the enemy nation has a giant intercontinental like ballistic cannon that's just shooting giant explosives ballistically, so they're not guided, they're being fired out of a cannon, right? And so you're being sent there to take out this cannon, and the only way you can take it out, you have to fly down the barrel of this giant cannon in between shots and destroy it from the inside. It's fucking insane. I just needed to bring it up because the bosses in this game remind me of that game so much. I need to play Fires of Liberation again. That game is fucking stupid, but in like a really cool way. God. And it takes itself so seriously. Like, the things it asks you to do later in the game are so insane and so ridiculous and so dumb, but the story takes itself so earnestly and so seriously in a way that's just, oh, incredible. I need to play Fires of Liberation again at some point. That game, that game's awesome. Okay, let's go to Jungle this time. This game and that game share a vision. Except that's a full-on, like, semi-realistic flight sim. Okay. Oh no, they've got laser turrets. Oh shit. Trying to fucking... Trying to line my cursor, my reticule up on those turrets fast enough is a little difficult because the game just feels kind of sluggish. The mission stick doesn't really keep up with my movements as quickly as I'd like it to. I don't know if that's a performance thing or just an optimization thing, or... It always feels like it's half a second behind me. Heavy armoured battle airship. Oh no, that's not a good idea. You shouldn't be bringing airships into modern combat. That's a bad idea. Okay, what the fuck was I supposed to do there? I don't know why we're aiming for this thing's engines. The big weak spot is should be on top. It's the big balloon. Just put a couple of bullets into that balloon and that would be enough to down the whole thing. Airships are not a good idea. They're way too fragile normally.
There's a large missile approaching from below.
Oh, we get to do this again. Okay, this happens in both routes. Okay. That's cool. We get to do this again, one more time. Like again, this is very Ace Combat. This mission right here, this is extremely Ace Combat core. I love this song as well, it's so stupid and unhinged. Long-range strategic ballistic missile Scepter. I love that the missile has turrets on it. This is a world where everything has turrets on it. If it can fly, it's probably got turrets on it, even if it's a fucking missile. Oh, yeah. Glorious. Gloriously dumb. Okay, Canyon. god. Oh, slow down. Extreme slowdown. Oh god. Whoop. I was too busy trying to line up my shots. I wasn't paying attention to the cliff wall. Okay, we ran out of lives again. I don't know, man. I set that to easy. That didn't feel that much more easy than normal, to be honest. But okay, sure. It's a good game over screen, though. I'll give it that. That game over screen quality. Big polygon letters rolling around. That's good. That's good. Anyway. That's Sky Target. Whoops. Let's get rid of this out of here. Give me some space to work. Okay. So, where are we going to put Sky Target? Sky Target's a weird one. I like Sky Target a lot. I mean, it's an easier afterburner with ridiculous bosses and an unhinged soundtrack. But also, the Saturn port is not necessarily a great port, and I don't think that's the fault of Appaloosa, the studio that ported it. I'm almost certain Sega did not give Appaloosa a lot of resources for this. I think it's like, hey, it's like a B-tier arcade game for a platform that is already doomed. Do we want to spend a lot of money on this? Not really. No. Okay, give Appaloosa the bare minimum. I think that's probably what happened. And Appaloosa probably did the best they could with the time and resources they were given, and so you end up with, like what I described earlier, just what feels like a really quick and dirty port, you know. But it's fun. It's a fun game, despite looking really rough in spots, and maybe not having great performance at certain points. A lot of slowdown at certain points in this game. I would say the best feeling controller to use with this game is the 3D pad. The mission stick was fine, but it felt sluggish. Like it felt like I would, you know, it was like half a second behind what my movements were at all times, and it was like never felt like it was aiming where I wanted it to aim when I wanted it to aim there, you know. Like the 3D pad felt a lot more responsive in comparison. So yeah, 3D pad is the best way to play this. Oh man, that soundtrack, that one song during the mission level that's just a guy screaming to a guitar track, like, it's like, oh my god, who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Don't get me wrong, I'm glad it's in there, that's awesome, that's fucking unhinged, but I'm amazed that made it past whatever QA there was when the Sky Target was being, developed. God, man, I like it. I like this game, but it's Also, it's very simple. Like I said, it's Afterburner. It's basically just Afterburner, which is a very simple arcade game. You know, by the looks of the number of stages in the game, it's a game you can play through twice and see everything. So it's not a very long game. Doesn't seem like there's a ton of content, but it's got style, man. Stylishly, this is a cool game. It's got really good cool factor. As I like to say, this game's got really strong cool factor, despite maybe technically not being so great. I think it's better than Mr. Bones. I would take it over Crime Wave. It's a better game than In the Hunt. I think I like it more than Wing Arms. I like it more than Pinball Graffiti. I like it more than Street Fighter the movie. It's better than Gex. It's coming in from the other direction. Okay. Nights into Dreams is a better game. Lost Vikings 2 is a better game. Three Dirty Dwarfs is better. Amok is better. I just, oh man. Wipeout is better. It's here. It's here. It's quite a wide range. Crazy Ivan is a jank fest, but I like it more. That's another game that has a lot of style. You know what? Sonic 3D is not a great game, but it's like, I think it's solid. I think it's, I don't know, I think Sonic 3D Flicky's Island is a better overall package than Sky Target. Sky Target is better than Mighty Hits. It's not as good as International Victory Goal. It's not as good as Sega Worldwide Soccer 97. It's not as good as Virtua Fighter 1. I think Striker 96 is a better game. I think Panzer Dragoon 1 is better. Very, very similar kind of game. Not exactly the same, but a similar basic idea. It's got its flaws, but I think Dark Savior is like a much more, like, I don't know. Again, like a better overall package than Sky Target. Dark Savior's got a lot of problems, but it's got a lot of stuff that I like as well. I think Firestorm Thunderhawk 2 is a better game. I would take Saturn Tomb Raider over Sky Target. Huh. Okay. Boy. I mean, it's a very crusty looking arcade port of it's a very short game. Oh, man. I think Black Dawn is better. Doom runs like shit, but it's still Doom. Bad Doom is still fun. Like you know, like a decent amount of fun, and there's a lot of content there. It's both Doom and Doom 2. So it's Shockwave Assault and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Shockwave Assault, people forget, Shockwave Assault had a great frame rate. That's a full frame rate game. That's a full 50 frames a second. Also has very good mission stick support. Shockwave Assault has great mission stick support. That game feels excellent with the mission stick. Even if the moment-to-moment gameplay is maybe not quite as exciting, I think overall, I think this is a better package. It feels like Sky Target, all Sky Target has is cool factor. It's an incredibly cool game conceptually, you know, and stylistically, but it looks hideous, and the frame rate is bad, and the mission stick support is not where it needs to be. It's kind of a bummer. Like, I really, man, if only Sky Target could have gotten like a better port. Sega threw just a little bit more resources at it, even though I'm very aware of exactly why at this point in time they wouldn't have, you know, mid-97. Nah, man. And it's a port of an arcade game that came out in 1995 that they're now porting, that gets, you know, that came out for the Saturn in 97. I think worldwide in 97. I think even in Japan it didn't come out until 97. So yeah, it's like 2 years, you know, after the arcade game was relevant. I'm going to say Shockwave Assault is better. And I'm going to say, you know what? I'm not a Mortal Kombat guy typically. I'm really not. That's the reason why UMK3 is all the way down in number 75. I respect classic Mortal Kombat, but I just don't like playing it really. But I don't know. Like, Mortal Kombat to me is only fun with another human player. Against the AI, it's no fun at all. But I don't know, man. Mortal Kombat 3, I think, might be a better experience, even for me, than Sky Target. So, it's our new number 76. Congratulations congratulations to Sky Target. You are a very, very cool game that deserved better. in many ways. But you just happened to get ported to a dying platform in its final months. So, yeah, the quality of your port was unfortunately never going to be great, I don't think. That's a thing we're going to see more of in the future. We're going to see more ports of Saturn arcade games with really, really disappointing... we're going to see more ports of Sega arcade games to the Saturn that have really, really disappointing ports. Yeah. Oh well. Disappointing, but still, it's neat. It's a neat game. Anyway, I'm hitting save. Alright, cool. We have ranked 3 more games. It took us 3.5 hours to do it, but I think it was worth it. We now have ranked 188 games. We are closing in on 200. Only a few more videos to go and we will have ranked 200 games, our next major milestone on our journey to rank every single officially released Sega Saturn game in Europe. Next time's a 0.5 episode. And it's RPG time again. And it's one of my favourite RPGs for the platform ever. And it's a dungeon crawler. Some of you might already know what this game is. And I'm looking forward to showing it to you. So please look forward to that. Anyway, as always, my name is the Real Blue Dragon. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.